Well, there's a little less than 24 hours now left to voice your concerns on the proposed Marvin Nichols Reservoir. It's an issue affecting parts of Northeast Texas that we followed from the start. Well, tomorrow is an important day for those residents as it's the last day that they can share their voices with the Texas Water Development Board. Our Jose Alonso is joining us now in studio to tell us more. Jose, you've been covering the story since the start and connecting with people in the community. What can you tell us about the proposal?
Mara, this project has left many Northeast Texans with questions on what the future holds for this proposal. And at this moment, the board is taking public comments to see if the plan is sustainable. This proposal has brought many residents together to demand that this project be taken off the state's water plan.
So you're talking about 200,000 acres of land taken from private property owners in Northeast Texas, either by eminent domain or the threat of eminent domain.
Atlanta resident Jim Thompson has been speaking against the proposed Marvin Nichols Reservoir with the organization Preserve Northeast Texas.
One of the requirements to have a project in the state water plan is that it protect the agricultural and natural resources of the state. And I certainly don't think this project does.
Local county officials like Cass County Judge Travis Ransom feels the same way and is speaking on the topic for his constituents like Jim.
There are generations of landowners who have planted trees and harvested those trees and managed that land efficiently for generations. This is such a big deal to them and to me as a generational landowner. I don't want this to happen to any. I would hate to have this happen to any of my land as well.
I reached out to the Texas Water Development Board for the latest on the proposed reservoir, and they said in a statement, quote, the TWDB is conducting a project feasibility review. The TWDB will prepare and submit a report regarding the findings of the review to the Legislative Budget Board and Governor no later than January 5th, 2025. The TWDB will make the draft feasibility report available for public comment prior to it being finalized.
This is an opportunity for us to get it right, and that's by providing that feedback to those governmental entities because they're asking for it.
I'm certainly glad it has been done so that we can look at the pros and cons of this, and I definitely think the cons definitely outweigh the pros.
I also want to remind you that this proposed reservoir is on the state's water plan to help create a new resource to accommodate the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex's continued growth in population. Now, this has been a team effort with me and Mara here. I mean, Mara, you got to talk to Governor Abbott specifically about this topic.
Yeah, and he really mentioned the push for people that were concerned about it to actually submit their concerns to the Texas Water Development Board. So it's good that they have this open forum that they've created so people can chime in. Again, that deadline is tomorrow, right?
Yes, it is tomorrow, December 1st. So if you want to do any public comment towards the board, make sure you submit that on their website or even through Preserve Northeast Texas.
All right, Jose, thanks so much for keeping us updated on this proposed legislation.